The NFL draft is this Thursday night, and the Vikings will have the 23rd overall selection. Now, the first round is usually safe for most teams, and most of those players selected will go on to have solid careers in the NFL. But then there are the players that go under the radar, and these are the guys, when teams find them, become diamonds in the rough that can make the difference between being a good team and a great team. One of those stars could be Will Ratelle, the Edina, Minnesota native who was all-state at St. Thomas Academy, has finished up a star-studded career at the University of North Dakota and is now waiting, hopefully, to hear his name being called sometime this weekend. I spoke with Will today via Skype, and he feels the reason his profile has popped with NFL teams was because of the numbers he posted at his pro day in March. They were stunning, to say the least.
My agent got all of my testing numbers from the scouts at the pro day. He sent it out to other teams, and then from there on out, teams have been calling him, calling me, just because of my testing numbers. And I guess it was just kind of a surprise how well I did, how well I performed for someone like me coming from a small school, being an undersized guy I'm only 5'10" and I'm 250 pounds, and I ran a 4.5. which is something you don't really hear of, and I jumped a 36-inch vertical. So with those testing numbers, teams kind of opened their eyes and started calling a lot more.
The NFL draft is this Thursday, and several area players are hoping their name will be called over the weekend, including Edina's Will Ratelle. The former St. Thomas Academy All-Star finished up a great career at the University of North Dakota, and now he is ready for the next step. A great pro day at the University of Minnesota has gotten NFL teams interested in him. And he says he's just telling scouts that he hopes his play will speak for him.
I just say I have a high motor, I work hard, and I don't really have a selling point. I just hope that what I put on film is good enough and my testing numbers are good enough, and then wherever I show up for minicamp, I perform well enough for them to keep me. I don't really have a selling point.
The NFL draft begins Thursday night, with the Vikings having to wait for quite some time until they're on the clock.
Yeah, the Vikings won't get to the podium until 22 other teams make their selection, but GM Rick Spielman told me last night on Sports Now that he's fine with that because that means the team did well the year before. Sure. He said, I'll take a pick in the 30s. Trade-off. Exactly. Now, there are several Gophers and area players that hope to hear their name called before the end of the weekend. And one of those guys is Will Ratelle, the Edina native who was an all-state player at St. Thomas Academy, has finished up a star-studded career at the University of North Dakota. His numbers he put up at his pro day workout at the U of M, that's what really got NFL scouts on him. And now they're taking a big interest in this undersized linebacker. Ratelle told me via Skype that it'll be an amazing feeling should he get that call.
That's just going to be I don't even know how to explain it, because I've thought about this for a long time since I was a little kid. So that's just going to be a great feeling. Sigh of relief for sure. Excitement, anxious. A wide range of emotions for sure.